What's What's going on, folks? Smash that like button, smash that like button, smash that like button. Let everybody know what you're watching. Get some raw pro play coming at you from Avengers. As you see, I get the classic outfits on. What's going on, James? What's up, JS? Yeah, I brought out my classic outfits again. This is the way I like it. Everybody looking like they should have originally did before they started making changes in the comic books. This is the original look of the Avengers. Minus Kate and Kamala. Because Kate came along way later. And Kamala is new. But everybody else is looking dapper. I still wish they came out with like the official Hawkeye outfit, but that one's good enough. Yeah, man, that classic take on Iron Man. And you know what? I hate. Oh, you're at work tuning in, JS? Ben said, there he is. Um, the classic Iron Man is lovely, but Iron Man's one of the heroes in this game that has a lot of desirable skins to wear. I mean, he's got a lot. I struggle with that because, I'm an old school collector, so I like the original, but I like a lot of the new outfits for Iron Man too. Yeah. Yeah, the modern Iron Man is very classic. It looks new age, but it's got the classic color design. The gold and the orange. I'm very, very impressed with both outfits. The one that looks classic and the one that's modern that still pays homage to the classic outfit. I love it. Thank you for the likes, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There he is. Iron Man. I've been messing with Iron Man recently because, my Thor, Hulk, and Spider-Man are already so strong. And after this weekend, I won't have to work on Hulk and Thor anymore until they upgrade the game. So I'll only pull those out like when people don't want to let me run with the character I'm working on. So if I'm working on like Black Widow and somebody comes out with a Black Widow, I'll pull out Hulk, Thor, Spider-Man. Just marking up my dailies. Yeah. You gotta understand, Spider-Man was the envy of everybody back in the 70s and the 80s. Like, when you thought of Marvel, all you thought of was Spider-Man. Every single comic book you got, whether it was an Avengers comic book, a Fantastic Four comic book, a Hulk comic book, a Captain America, a Thor, all the comic books in the upper left-hand corner had a Spider-Man symbol, his face. So it didn't matter what comic book you got. Spider-Man was on everything. Even if it wasn't his comic book, he was the flagship face of Marvel back then. And when a fictional character, should you start part one again? You don't understand why they do not give the Hulk a couple of more MCU skins? Yeah, well, the Hulk's difficult because that's all he is skin. That's the problem. Like, they're trying to make too many outfits for Hulk when he's just a big lumbering green dude. Like, I think it's really difficult to make any skins for the Hulk. But back to Spider-Man. Spider-Man was so popular in the 80s that when people ran out of ideas for popular characters to create, they started trying to copy popular heroes because people ran out of ideas. There was a lack of imagination in the late 80s, mid to late 80s. So that's when you started seeing a lot of new, similar looking characters like Deadpool. If you notice, Deadpool is a weird amalgamation of a copy of Spider-Man. It's like they took a similar look of Spider-Man, but then gave him like different abilities. So he wasn't Spider-Man. But back in the 80s, if you looked at Deadpool, you really thought that they had changed the look of Spider-Man until you picked up the comic book and realized it was a completely new character. Hence, in DC, they were doing the same thing. When they had the death of Superman, and then they came back with Steel, Superboy, and another couple of iterations of Superman. And then eventually they brought back the original Superman. But writers in the 80s for both DC and Marvel went through a period where they couldn't create anything new. They had to copy everything that was already popular and try and do it a new way. Look at Pitt from Image comic books. Pitt is still just the Hulk with claws. That's hilarious. She almost bought you a Deadpool shirt thinking it was Spider-Man. See? See? And see, because I'm a classic collector, back then I was rejecting all the copies. It took me a long time to like Deadpool, because to me he was just a Spider-Man copy. Actually, you know what made me like Deadpool? Ryan Reynolds in the movie. Ryan Reynolds gave that character life. He actually made you realize how interesting the comic books about Deadpool are, because I wasn't giving Deadpool the time of day. Benjamin said, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yup. And I can't think of it right off the bat, but I mean, there are a lot of characters like that. Like, look, the Hulk used to be the only character of his kind. Now, look how many different Hulks there are in the comic books. You got Amadeus Cho, you got Red Hulk, you got She-Hulk, you got another Red Hulk, female Hulk, that turns out to be Betty Ross or something like that. Like, there's just so many different Hulks now. I grew up where all the heroes were one of a kind. Where they, I was around before there was a War Machine, when all there was an Iron Man. To me, War Machine was like, okay, another Iron Man that's gray, gunmetal, with a lot of guns. Like, okay. I thought it was cool. I forgot to choose the power level. I thought it was cool, but it was still just another Iron Man. I have to say the most original character that I've seen in the past 20 to 30 years is Static Shock. A kid who rides on a trash can lit with static electricity. That was the most unique, new, even Blue Marvel. As much as I like Blue Marvel, he's a copy of Superman. You know, Blue Marvel, although I think Blue Marvel would wipe the floor with Superman because he doesn't have weaknesses. He could probably generate kryptonite. That's how powerful Blue Marvel is. He could probably have the ability to create kryptonite to defeat Superman. Like, that dude's ridiculously powerful. Static Shock, Sunfire. Well, you know what? I give him a pass with nature abilities. That's believable. That, like, for instance, look at Thor and Storm. They don't seem like a copy of one another. But if you analyze their powers are very similar when it comes to weather. And that's because they're nature abilities. Fire, ice, earth abilities. You know, like Iceman. He's kind of one of a kind to Marvel, but there are other characters in Marvel that have the ability to control cold. You know, Human Torch from the Fantastic Four wasn't even the first Human Torch. The first Human Torch was actually an android whose body they used to make the Vision. And the first Human Torch fought in World War II with Captain America as the first iteration of the Defenders. And then when that Human Torch died, per se, his android body was used by Henry Pym to make the first version of the Vision. So yeah, that's some food for thought. Vision was made from the body of the original Human Torch. How you like that? How you like them apples? Right. You see, so when it comes to nature abilities, I give the comic books a pass. Because you can't have one character that has the all water abilities, and one character that has all weather abilities, and one character that has all fire abilities. I liked Sunspot a lot. And I like the fact that the different heroes have different degrees of those abilities. Because you remember, the Human Torch from the Fantastic Four can use a Nova Blast. And a Nova Blast is basically like 10 nukes going off all at the same time in one spot. Like, it wipes out everything. In fact, it's so powerful, he can basically commit suicide. I think that's how Johnny Storm died in the comic books. He used the Nova Blast to save the team that was being attacked by some alien race, and he killed himself. Hobgoblin and Green Goblin worked because of the story. If you read the comic books, Green Goblin was a major antagonist of Spider-Man. And it was always somebody close to Spider-Man who was secretly like his enemy, like, you know, Harry's father, Norman Osborn, being the Green Goblin. But when the Hobgoblin came out, it was at a time where everybody knew the Green Goblin was supposed to be dead. And I don't know if you guys remember Dynasty, or Dallas, not Dynasty, Dallas, and how they had the whole series about who shot JR. Well, in the comic books, it was who is the Hobgoblin. And that went on for many, 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 many issues where nobody knew who the Hobgoblin was. And yes, he was a copycat villain, but there was a reason for him being a copycat. Like, he had found some of the old equipment of the Green Goblin and then was using that equipment to create his own identity. And in the end, it turned out to be Ned Leeds. So the Hobgoblin worked for me because the Hobgoblin was using old equipment of the Green Goblin. Ned is no longer with the MCU. Did you not hear the news glitches? Ned's not going to be in the next Spider-Man. He's leaving. I think he asked for more money and they said, bye-bye. You're not Spider-Man. You're not Tom Holland. We can write you out of the script. Yeah, but Ned Leeds is no longer gonna be in the Marvel movies. At least not the Ned that we know. Not that dude. If they replace him with a new Ned the same way they replaced War Machine from Terrence Howard to Don Cheadle, they might do the same thing, where they just bring in a new Ned and expect you to accept it. Because Ned Leeds was always an integral part of the Spider-Man stories in the comic books. So it would be hard to do without the character. But not impossible. They can definitely do a Spider-Man movie without a Ned Leeds. See you guys getting a rare treat today, seeing me mess with Iron Man for a little bit. Smash that like button if you haven't already, folks. Every little bit of support helps. It also helps the algorithm let other people know what you're watching. And I appreciate it. Very much so. Alright, we got a Kate Bishop and a captain. A Kate and a captain. And I'll tell you, this game is far from dead or dying. Because every time I queue up, I see low-level players like this in the game, which means the game is successful on constantly bringing in new blood. New attention. Well, Ben, you know how at the end of the Spider-Man game, I'm sorry, at the end of the Miles Morales game, you see Norman Osborn saying, "Get my son out of that tank now." and he's got like the symbiote in there on him. So I think you're gonna see the symbiote in the next Spider-Man game. Okay, so this guy wants to be Iron Man. Yeah, I'm good. I'll go over here. Gathering of Evil. James, what do you mean about the Twitch numbers? Yeah, it's kind of weird not... Well, honestly, I really think, James, that... And Benjamin, I really think that Kevin Feige is doing a great job of cleaning up the Spider-Man storyline through the multiverse. Because now, with the multiverse, he's kind of opened up a doorway where now he can do anything. Like, it didn't even dawn on me until the end of No Way Home that the movie ended the same way we think of the song. Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Dun 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 dun. Look out. Oh no, it goes nobody knows who you are. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody knows who you are. Do you remember that? And it dawned on me that that's how the movie No Way Home ended. Nobody knows who you are. Just like the song. So it's kind of like he used the multiverse to bring it all back to the original Spider-Man comic book reality, where nobody knows who he is. I don't what are you comparing it to, James? Yeah, I remember Spider-Man from the Electric Company. That was the first Spider-Man I was introduced to on the Electric Company. He would literally web the screen. Like you would see webbing on the TV screen. You would feel like Spider-Man webbed you. That was the first 3D movie I've ever seen, was Electric Company. Being webbed up by Spider-Man. Benjamin, what did you get chills from? I'm sorry, I lost my thought. Oh, you mean the webbing on the screen? And then they had a lot of people still don't talk about this. But there was a live action Spider-Man movie where Spider-Man was climbing walls with rope and everything. He made his webs out of rope in that TV show. And the guy that played the part of Peter Parker looked just like a Peter Parker. Like, I don't know how they found that guy, but the guy that they cast, like, he looks so much like Peter Parker that they have created cartoons where they draw Peter Parker like the guy from the live action show. Oh, the Spider-Man song. Nobody knows who you are, yeah. Nobody knows who you are. Sorry, I'm trying to get a queue without replicas, without 15 Thors or 25 Hulks or 13 Spider-Man. Yeah, but every game has their problems, JS. I've heard a lot of problems about Cyberpunk. Destiny 2, I think, has been around long enough where it has a built-in base. So it's hard for me to compare something like Destiny to this game because Destiny's been around. And The Division, it's the second one. You know, I think The Division, which came out, the first one, which came out way before Avengers, did it right. So their second game is supposed to bring in viewers. This is their first game, and in their defense, The Division and Destiny didn't start building their game during a pandemic or a California wildfire. You know what I mean? The only one I don't know much about is Battlefield 2042. But I think, considering the time frame that Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics had to work with, I think they tried their best. They could have done better, but I think those other games are supposed to be doing better than Marvel. You know what I mean?
Avengers, with your help, we've managed to zero in on a major AIM research facility.
At least right now.
Take it out. You carpet bomb the area to soften it up, and everyone goes boots on the ground to do as much damage as we can. Jarvis, will you be able to cut off their network access?
Because when The Division came out,
Excellent.
there was nothing to compare it
This is our
to.
chance hit Monica where it
There
hurts.
was no
And her
expectations.
research.
When
I'll send my
Destiny
best
came
agents to help
out,
keep local security
there was
busy.
nothing to
A
compare
simple,
it to.
direct plan.
There was no
Travis, how hot do you think
expectations.
this area will be?
When Marvel came out, they had 40 to 50 to 60 years of comic book expectations built in, plus all the MCU expectations. I think part of the reason why this game is failing is everybody's expectations were so darn high. The other games had nothing that preceded it, no source material that would cause people to have high expectations.
We're on it.
They just had to give you a good game.
Best way into the facilities through the main entrance.
I've got a squad in the area to lend a hand.
Let's kick down the front door.
Stand firm, Agent. Avengers are on their way.
I mean, and that's good when you have high expectations for the game, because that means people really like the source material, you know, the Avengers. And I think that's what also is helping this game, is the subject matter. People love the Avengers, you know, because of the comic books, because of the movies. There was no Division movie that I got excited about before the game came out. There was no Destiny movie that I got excited about before the game came out. You know, so if they made a good game, they made a good game, but this game is really trying to meet the expectations of generations of viewers. And that's hard to do.
Didn't take aim long at all to target you.
They were prepared, that's for sure.
Heads up. AIM sent a team to take you out, and not in a fun dinner and movie kind of way.
We need to take care of them first. Send us their location.
You stop making excuses for him, I hear you. To be honest with you, I think what happened, JS, is I think they threw in the towel and then they took the towel back out of the garbage. That's what I think happened. They threw in the towel because initially they felt like they failed, and then they were like, maybe we can scavenge something out of this. So I feel like we're playing scavenged content.
Once you've taken care of them, AIM can kiss
And that's part of the problem.
goodbye.
Because I think they almost threw in the towel after the first 6 months. Because remember, people were really hating in the first 6 months. The game's made a lot of changes since then.
By hi, I assume you mean neutralize.
You catch on fast.
Time to dig deep, Avengers.
Didn't stand a chance.
There's the team. Nothing fancy. Let's bring them down.
I
hard.
think they panicked.
This is not the time.
I honestly do. I think they panicked. And then you know, it was at a time when everybody was panicking. Because they came out in September 1st of 2020. When we were literally in the middle of a pandemic. Like, literally in the middle of it. And yeah, I think they panicked. And I think this is their effort as a recovery. And people aren't happy. I can't blame them. You know, I don't disagree with you. I completely understand your dissatisfaction. I just love Marvel. You know, so I may have given up on Square Enix, but I can't give up on Marvel. That's the problem.
Not feeling so hot, guys.
Enemy neutralized.
Nice job.
AIM assassin down. The team are no longer a threat.
I guess there's only 2 of us in this group. I thought there was more. Thank you, James.
Stay alert, Avengers. AIM still has a
Yeah,
lot of
you know how,
security in the
like,
area.
put it this way.
Come.
You know how a student at a school is given a project to work on, and He works on it in the last minute, and at the beginning of the night, he's about to just give up and tell the teacher that he didn't know what to work on, but then he comes up with an idea, and he kind of half-asses the paper and hands it in,
Watch your back
and
out there.
he gets a passing grade, but he knows he could have done better if he put more effort into it. That's Avengers.
Don't worry. Enough of me to go around.
It's a half-assed term paper.
See ya.
Yeah, I bet that looks pretty cool. And five.
Coming at you! Not all at once!
Looks like we're clear.
Hostiles!
Yeah. You know, that's on my page, JS Young, I created a category for of Marvel news content creators that I follow. And Casual Avenger is one of the people that I follow. And he made a video recently that was talking about we need to continue the iconic mission stories. Like, it was 2 years ago that we saw Thor first encounter, you know, the evidence that his brother was doing some mischief. Where did Loki go in this game? You know what I mean? Yeah, they did a great job with Black Panther's story, but they didn't finish Black Widow's. Well, they kind of finished Black Widow's, but they didn't finish Thor's. Captain America just kind of like stalked with raising his shield in front of a crowd of people cheering for him. Henry Pym just kind of sits in the anthill and doesn't do anything related to
Nice work, Avengers.
Goliath or Ant-Man.
Your current position.
Looks like we're clear.
I also feel like the creators of this game knew about Avengers from the movies, but not necessarily the comics.
That felt good. AIMCOM's chatter indicates they're struggling to respond to our attack.
We've done everything we
Yeah.
can. Time to head home.
Yeah, you would have paid money for more DLCs. I can't blame you.
Dear evil mega corporation, sorry we destroyed your illegal data.
They could have taken off the laces off of Captain America's boots and just made it cuffed. Captain America never had laces on his boots. It was just a cuffed red boot.
Wait. My monitoring team detected a huge data burst.
It appears to be a weaponized mech.
We need to take it down hard.
Agreed.
Bad guys.
I'm gonna put him on cruise control. They should have pulled me for the stories. Yeah, I think I could have written some good stories. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, JS. I know. I really gotta get my comic books out and get ready to sell them. I'm gonna auction off my comic books. Crystal Dynamics should be the first bidders at the auction. And they need to read them.
Backup plans. Damn straight.
We've done everything we can here. I'm telling my people to head back. For real this time.
Me too. That felt good.
This is the only mission where they do that at the end, where they're all like standing inside of each other. It's weird. And it didn't do that in the beginning. When this game first came out, it never did that. And after about 4 or 5 updates, it started doing that.
Nothing like carpet bombing AIM, smashing up their stuff to help a person feel like they've had a productive day.
You said it, Commander. Thanks again, everyone.
The more we hammer AIM's research, the weaker they'll get.
Works for me.
Let's see. Oh, that's not so bad. No, 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 JS. Let me show you. Spider-Man's 175, 276 champion. Hulk's 174, 375. Thor's same, 174, 375. Everybody else is just 150. Yeah, I don't work on anybody else. I got Black Panther up to champion 60. Okay. Should have chosen challenge 4. So, what I was showing you, sorry, I got pulled out of the menu when they queued up, but yeah, all of my characters, see, before they implemented the champion system, all my characters were max level. I had everybody maxed. Then they came out with the champion system and I had to choose. And so I started working on Hulk and Thor. And then they came out with Spider-Man in December. By November of last year, I had Hulk and Thor to champion 375. But they were both power level 150. And the raid came out the same day as Spider-Man came out. So then I started working on Spider-Man for a week. And then I started the raid with all 3 of these guys a week after the raid came out. So I'm a week behind everybody that started the raid the week that it came out. So right now, if I had started the same week as the raid, I would be maxed at my power level for Hulk and Thor. But so everybody now is at the base max power level of 150. But Hulk, Thor, and Spider-Man are my only characters that I have beyond 150. Yo, dude. If I could retire and play the game all day, hey. You know, the thing about life is nothing's perfect. And the older you get, the more you realize that as much as we want to have everything the way we want it, things aren't always going to go that way. And at least if we can get a little bit of what we like and try to be happy with that, then life is good. But if we expect to get everything we like and only get a little bit of that, then life is bad. But in both instances, we're getting the same amount. You know what I mean? We're getting a little bit of what we like. That's why I'm saying I think our expectations from Marvel was really high because of everything that preceded Marvel. The comic books, the movies, the cartoons, Saturday mornings. You know, when the other games that you mentioned came out, they had nothing to, to be held up to. Cyberpunk is just going to be Cyberpunk, and it's going to be as good as it is. Division is going to be Division, and it's going to be as good as it is. But there wasn't like a Division movie that came out 20 years ago that people were like, oh, you didn't do it as good as that. Because there's nothing to compare it to. And I think that's part of what people aren't really paying attention to when they criticize the game. High expectations. And I'm not saying having high expectations are good or bad. I'm just saying it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is, the old man says. Dude, I'm right there with you. Do you remember the video that I made last year where I was like Hulk down, stat loss of 1,600 points? And I pretty much stopped streaming after that, JS. Like, I only streamed for a couple months after that, but I felt so betrayed by the game that I didn't really know how to continue and enjoy myself. Now, I continued playing the game simply to see if I could get my characters back to where they were. But I was upset. I was really upset. Because I started streaming specifically to support this game because the game was receiving so much hate in the winter of 2020 into from 2020 into 2021. And that's why I started streaming last year for the first time, to give the game more support. And I think it worked. I mean, as you know, the game definitely has more traffic now than it did a year ago. Definitely has more traffic now than it did a year ago. I've just kind of... You know how when you're in the schoolyard with the kids and they're like, hey, let's race. We're going to race to that pole. And then they're like, ready, go, start. And they don't even give you a chance to get ready, but they start running and you just got to keep up. That's where we're at with this game. It's just people making up their own rules. And you got to kind of just roll with the punches. I understand what you mean by trust. But unfortunately, they're going to say it's just business. They're just trying to make a buck. You'll get there, Benjamin. No, you don't need the OLT to get to 150. You should be able to just continue doing regular missions, vaults, and your gear you should just continue getting better gear. You don't need the OLT to get to 150. People were maxed out at 150 before the OLT even existed. You also want to do the Benjamin. You want to do gauntlets. When you do the gauntlet and you don't die, you get exotic gear out of there. Also, each day they have one mission that will give out exotic gear. It's like a special mission that they designate. Like sometimes it's stock reality, sometimes it's the inhuman condition. But you want to look to see which one of those missions they've designated to give out exotic gear, along with the gear that you can get from the gauntlet. But you don't need OLT. You don't need the Cosmic Cube. You don't need any of those raids to get to 150.
Something the Resistance can handle on their own. That's where you come in. Can you help us out?
The Avengers are happy to assist, Theo.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right, James.
We're landing at the outskirts of the facility. Be careful on your approach, Avengers.
Yeah, the new mission chains. Thank you, glitches.
You're about to have a very bad day. There they are. Time for some shut-eye.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? It's kind of... That has really
Well done, Avengers.
destroyed the structure of the game,
Guard post is
JS.
unaware of our presence in the area.
Because now there are no more builds. It's just everybody doing the raid, trying to get the raid gear. That's it. There's no more builds anymore. There's no more plasma build, no more particle build, no gamma builds, no cryo builds, no shock builds. It's just raid gear.
Squad member has been neutralized.
That's it. And that means everybody's running with the same type of hero now.
The team are no longer a threat.
Yes, there are no more.
Which is a shame.
Let's go say hello.
Okay, folks.
The short of it is, because the gamma process mutates DNA, the abomination clone we're looking for was never human in the first place. No transformation, all monster. Surprisingly, the opposite for Inhumans. Still gotta be exposed to Terrigen to activate our powers.
Thank you for smashing that like button, folks. Please continue. Every little bit of help, support helps.
Assault team, do not let them reach our asset.
Do your worst, plebes! Who's up? Now you.
You wanna just give up while you're ahead? No? Suit yourself.
That was fun.
Don't these guys ever learn?
Oh, you turned off the shaking?
Must be the sequel.
Well, it gives it the, you know, the effect. It gives it that effect. Plus, it's an extra added challenge when everything's shaking and you're trying to fight. Feels like a real battle. No, I'll wait. I'm gonna wait. This dude likes to push buttons and think it's cute. You don't like the vibration?
Thank you for participating in this experiment, Avengers. I'm sure the data I'm about to gather will be most informative.
You're bluffing. You've only got one move, Doc. And it's never gonna work on the Avengers.
You're so slow. It's so
You're hilarious.
The abomination clone is defeated. Well done, Avengers.
I don't know why, but Hulks always think the way to be stronger than you is to stand behind you and spam moves, because they know that they're blocking your view. And I think it's just the dumbest thing in the world. Like, get from behind me, I'm trying to play. You know what I mean? But Hulks always think they're like, they're doing something special by standing directly behind you and then spamming heroics. It's stupid.
You all did an awesome job. It was a pleasure to watch you work. I was taking notes. It's probably not the last time we see one of AIM's clone nasties.
I really think, Glitches, that the mystery character is somebody that, and I know that Miller confirmed that one of the names in the list they came up with, that Sadat X and somebody else came up with, Hyrule or somebody else, but I know that Miller said it's one of the names on this list. I think that was one of the first times Miller was purposely lying. Just like Kevin Feige purposely lies for Marvel, I think when they said, because he said the character has interesting hair. Now, it would be racist if it was Black Falcon and he had said the character had interesting hair. So I don't think it's the Falcon or anybody that's black, okay? And we know that it's a female, but I'll be honest with you, if they gave us Yelena Belova, which is just a copy of Black Widow, that is the nail in the coffin for this game. That's honestly my belief. If they give us Yelena Belova, who's simply another Black Widow, that's it for this game. Because Yelena Belova is not bringing in the attention that they need for this game to survive, period. They need something that will pop. They need a character that's interesting, and the game needs more females. Because right now it has 3. Kate, Kamala, and Black Widow. Everybody else is a male. We know we're getting She-Hulk, but that would still only give us 4 women out of 11 characters. So I do believe it's a woman. I think I do believe it's a woman. I do believe that Miller lied when he said that the name was on their list. I don't think they'll give us another Thor in Jane Foster, because I think that's more of a possibility than Yelena Belova, because another Thor character I think is more fun to play with than another Black Widow character. But still, it's too much of a copy. So what character can they copy and get away with it seeming original? You can copy Black Panther, because Black Panther's moveset is perfect for Tigra. And Tigra has bright orange reddish hair, and her body, which is covered in fur, he might not have been referring to the hair on her head. He could have, when he said she has interesting hair, it could have been the fur all over her body that he's referring to. I honestly think that it's Tigra. I would love using Tigra, even though it would be the same move set as Black Panther. She's an Avenger, and it would be an interesting female character to grow. I think it's Tigra. You want an Elmo impression? C is for cookie and cookies are for me. There you go. C is for cookies and cookies are for me. C is for cookie and cookies are for me. Z is for cookie and cookies are for me. Oh! Cookie, cookie, cookies are for me. Thank you! James said, oh. Sorry, James. NASCAR really likes that. He's over there cracking up.
Project Omega is being developed at this location.
We've been scanning for cosmic radiation ever since we returned from the future.
And you believe this is where Monica's working on her prototype?
Yes. The readings I've detected are a 99.8% match to the cosmic cube.
So the crazy mad scientist lady actually was trying to save the world with this super weapon.
Yeah, but she fails and wrecks Earth anyway.
And it's way too unstable and powerful to leave in Monica's hands.
So we get that weapon away from her in the present, in the future, no more frozen time bubble, and we find another way to stop the creep. And you have a plan to stop her.
You're damn right.
Oh my God, NASCAR. Where do you get these ideas? I forgot I was working on Iron Man. Oh, that's my own meme. There we go. Like that nameplate right there of the classic Iron Man, I think is so beast. Oh. Yeah, but you should try to imagine more positive things than death and saying goodbye. No, you don't have to be sorry, bro. Don't worry, be happy. Ooh, 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 ooh. Don't worry. Ooh, be happy. Mm. You guys know I can beatbox, right? Anyway, thank you, NASCAR. Yeah, that's my beatboxing there for you. Anyway, y'all like that? That's just it's what we used to do back in the day. I would be the guy with the beats, and then somebody else would start rapping, and then somebody else would start beatboxing, and I would start rapping. And that's how you existed back in the day. That's how you had fun.
Project Omega's development site is a few clicks away.
So we got a pretty strong Thor with us, so it should be easy.
Project Omega's getting shut down. Save the final blow for me, kids.
They got into a real battle.
Forces are on high alert.
Avengers, secure that super weapon at all costs.
We want to be in your shoes.
All your men.
I'm not leaving anybody. Hawkeye is just an NPC. I'm trying to see how many chests I can get before these guys move on in the map. Oh, they're over there. Okay. Cool.
We shall prevail.
Elmo said,
Buddy, you got another one of those fancy explanations?
Of course. You were witnessing a form of electromagnetic radiation. The energy fluctuations are very alarming.
We're definitely in the right place.
Oof, look at that gate. So much for inconspicuous.
Yeah, modesty isn't exactly part of AIM's vocabulary.
Let's teach them embarrassment while we're at it, shall we?
This is all they have for that Black Panther.
Signature originates far underground. Indicate the presence of a facility deep below.
Now, Scott, when you get on a roll, you get on a roll, huh?
Contains a personnel elevator.
Yeah, that beam looks way worse up close.
Yeah, that's definitely eco-unfriendly. Let's get inside that bunker.
All right, let's get in there.
been practicing?
The usual. Target practice, plenty of cardio. Trip to the apocalypse, you know.
Why can't you make your own impression video?
Avengers. Always a thorn in my side.
Monica, you're on
It's
the
about
wrong
getting the
side of
tools that you need, that's all.
You should have stayed with AIM while you had the chance.
We've seen the future, Monica. Project Omega didn't save the world.
Just acquiring it over time.
Project
Make a
Omega's
list of what you
potential is
need,
beyond
set a
anything
goal.
You could imagine. If it has flaws, I will fix them.
I do not like the sound of that.
I think it would be smart for this game to go free to play. I think it'd be smart to go free to play. They can't lose. How can this game lose if it was free to play? Because then there's no pressure to make content because it's free to play. People are gonna always start through and play it because it's free to play.
Find it ASAP.
And you're already making your money off of skins. Why not continue making money off of skins? And get more people to buy the skins into the game by making it free to play. You know? Obviously, if you're playing this game and you didn't have to spend anything to get it, you're gonna buy a few skins. That's pretty much a guarantee. And they're making up the game cost right there with just somebody buying a few skins. And with this game, you know nobody buys just a few skins. There's already 11 heroes. I mean 10 heroes. Even if you buy one skin for each person, that's already 140 bucks.
Can't ever be easy.
Think of that, $14 skin. One MCU skin per hero, that's 140 bucks. The game only cost 60. And people are buying multiple skins.
Piece of cake or pie.
Security lockdown has been lifted. Well fought, Avengers.
Your second counts, people. Keep moving. That's it.
Whoops.
I'm detecting an additional energy surge in the room ahead.
Damn it. We gotta hurry.
What was the racist kid saying? And if it's too offensive to say, please don't repeat it in the chat. Just say it's too offensive to say. Okay. Oh, that's good. I'm glad he got beat.
Doors.
I'm glad he got beat. Karma. What goes around comes around. That's a Bob Marley song. Did you know that? What goes around comes around. Thank you, NASCAR. Well, that's nice to know that karma is still in effect. That karma is still working.
What in the world?
To the detriment of those that are racist.
I knew my kindness was misplaced. I'm trying to save us.
I already told you you fail, but you'd rather die than let go of power. So I'll make you let go. Curfew!
Uh-oh.
Really felt that one. Really did. That son of Odin laughs in the face of defeat.
Family Feud be like, I want money. You know, it's funny you mentioned that because I just saw an episode of Family Feud yesterday where Pentatonics was up against like the Weather Girls or something like that, and Pentatonics lost.
Success. I've breached the system.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything, Mr. Barton, but the energy levels are rising by the minute. You must pull the levers to disable the energy fields surrounding the power conduits.
Followed by...
Destroying the power conduits, drawing energy from the cube.
I'm getting major A-Day vibes, Clint.
Yeah, well, time to make things right. Got one. Hit the power conduit. Ooh, is it getting hot in here? Energy shields down. Attack those power conduits.
There we go. My stream is lagging? I don't think so, bro, because I have it on an iPad.
The containment cube is susceptible to damage.
I make sure that when I'm streaming is properly viewable and I can see it.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
What the hell is going on?
In fact, I have it a number of views set up on it, not just the iPad. I have it on my laptop, my phone,
What? Fine.
my iPad.
Humanity will be saved by aim and science.
Attacking her won't do us good. Just try and stay alive for now.
It'll be over soon enough. You won't get the better of me again.
There is no end to these clones.
How did you? No matter. You'll fall soon enough.
Cosmic energy is building up.
This is nothing. The world doesn't need Avengers. AIM will save this world. I will save it.
Junior, is that you? Murder Hobo? Where are you? I'm in the time bubble. The cube is doing these weird psychedelic things. That sounds bad. Try and stop her. Yeah, thanks. Hadn't thought of that. Hold on.
You can't stop progress.
He's charging up again. You know what to do.
Let us out of the fight.
This is just a setback. AIM will take you down. Then
Hey, I can see you. What? How? There's this, weird rift and it keeps getting bigger. Just from where I'm standing. Whatever you're doing, keep it up.
you'll pay for that.
Could have brought a first aid kit.
You're merely delaying the inevitable. I'm so desperate to stop.
I'm on a PS4 NASCAR.
Drop the cube, Monica!
I've come too far. You miscalculated, Barton. Even unfinished, the cosmic cube's power. It's magnificent.
I don't think anybody went down that whole mission.
This is the answer to everything. I won't let you get away with that. No! You can't both!
No!
Drop the cube. Hi, Sabs.
Clint! Clint!
He's gone, Katie.
What just happened? What did you do?
I think I just saved the day.
I wonder why he keeps looking at his glasses and not the cosmic cube that's sitting on the floor next to his foot. That was a good run. You know, it's funny, the good runs are actually the boring runs because everything goes so smooth. It doesn't really feel like there's a challenge, so then it feels like the game's not that hard. But then you go in with a group that isn't as experienced and it becomes challenging again, and then it's almost like the fun returns. Because that was a piece of cake. We went through that with no problems, no hiccups at all. All right, let's see what's up next. Let's go for the OLT. Now, what's gonna happen is somebody's gonna come in as Iron Man, and then I'm gonna switch to either Spider-Man, Thor, or Hulk. Oh wow. Oh, we got two Kates. I don't do that. Ooh, you got... Oh, I thought the game crashed just then. Did you guys see that blue screen? That wasn't me. That was the game. So give me one moment. I'm gonna let y'all check out my stats on Iron Man while I run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right with you. You know what's crazy, guys? I was just thinking about... Think how far video games have come. Yeah, the game almost crashed. Think how far video games have come, because look at how they have old movies like Doom, and today they're remaking Doom. Well, video games have been around so long that they're remaking video games now. You know, like, look at San Andreas. You could play it again now on the PS4, and it's crazy. You know, like they're putting out new editions. Games have been around so long that now the age of the game really doesn't impact your enjoyment of it. If it's a good product, it's a good product. All right, let's see if we can get a Q without 2 Thors or 2 Kates or 2 whatevers. Thank you for joining the stream. Please follow the link at the top of the chat. It'll give you access to all the content on my page. Drop a like if you haven't already. It helps the algorithms, and every little bit of support helps. I appreciate it. Yeah, remastered versions of the old games. Yep. Or just brand new games. Like, you know what game I really, really wish they would just completely remake? Give us the exact same game, but give it with all up-to-date graphics and a new engine, is Tomb Raider 1. The first Lara Croft, where you can go in her mansion, and there are all these secret areas, and there's a training room in her mansion. But yeah, that original Lara Croft game, oh my goodness, where you're in the jungle and the tigers jump out at you, and then in the mountains the wolves jump out at you. The original one, if they remade, like, I like the new Lara Croft games, but I would love to see the original game done in with updated graphics. There we go. This group isn't gonna hack it though. What was that, NASCAR? This group is not cutting it, so I'm gonna have to pull out Thor. There's no way I'll make it through with Iron Man on this group. It's okay, NASCAR. What's up? Rich impression. I don't know if I could do impressions for a living. That's a lot of work on the vocal cords.
Thanks for the portal, Theo.
Welcome to our little remote hideout. Dr. Pim's just up ahead.
All right, Hank, we're inside. Everything up and running?
Oh, you're in for a treat. See you in a bit.
Can already tell you Black Widow's gonna be a problem.
Hey guys, just passing through.
Open the pipe lock! I've defeated another!
Here's an energy boost.
Miss Marvel needs a hand!
That one really hurt.
Salvation has arrived.
What'd I tell you about Black Widow?
Hey, до свидания.
Glitches, you're lost? What are you lost on? Hey, Cookie Monster! Yes, Elmo. Yes, Elmo.
You've defeated this contingent. I expect they won't be the last.
Spicy boys incoming!
Aim squad dead ahead.
Wild guess! Throw to the bad guy!
My power is unstoppable! Your
Well
defeat
done.
was inevitable.
Keep going.
Look out! Got some bad guys.
Oh. Glitches, you didn't. That's hilarious. You didn't know what was going on with my impressions. Yeah, NASCAR really. I do some voice impressions, and NASCAR likes it when I impersonate Cookie Monster and Elmo. I do Cookie Monster, Elmo, Bert, Ernie, Gloomer, Precious from Lord of the Rings. Just a few. Hey Ernie, watch me fling Elmo to the moon.
I've located captive Inhumans. They're being kept in portable cells. You'll have to break them out.
Oh, Black Widow gave me a thumbs up. That was nice. Okay, maybe I was wrong about Black Widow.
One less warrior.
They've split up the prisoners. Something about a security breach.
Let's get this cell open. Whatever Monica has planned for these prisoners, it can't be good. Jarvis, get your deal.
Kate? Wait a minute. What frequency are you on? I thought you were talking to Pim on the other line.
A bigger convoy lies up ahead. Follow the ridge and you'll reach it. This is not going to end well for you. There they are. You'll need to destroy the locking mechanisms to open the cell.
A little help, guys? You're up, Theo.
Whoops.
This one's open.
Teleporting now.
The cells are all open. Nice work.
Oh, they almost got me just then. That surprised me.
Updating your HUD.
Oh, we ran out of time. Hey, and dog, no Xbox. No Xbox. This is PlayStation, Ant Dog. Hey, Keke, sequel to Suda Prescott? What's Suda Prescott?
An elite AIM team is close by and on alert. Updating your HUD. Sensors are picking up an AIM cache close by.
You're wasting your time.
I guess Spider-Man and Marvel Girl think they're just gonna like hang back and let everybody else do everything.
All right, who's first? Hi. Any chance you guys are just gonna let me open this cage and call it a day? No? Do yourself? You know what? I'm just gonna take you out and then do it anyway. Cool?
Good work.
Hooray for you!
Here to help.
Come on.
I guess that's why they were hanging back.
Or delivered.
Hooray
To the storm!
That one hurt.
All life is falling! Shelter beneath the gods' protection now.
Hey, thanks. Come on, let's keep fighting. Need some help, guys. Guys.
Your prayers are answered.
You're the best.
Ah, come on! Let me go!
My mic is OP. Am I too loud? Is that what you're saying?
This may shock you.
Come on, open.
I've updated your HUD with the location of a large AIM mech nearby. Head there immediately.
Am I too loud? Is that what you guys saying? Or are you talking about my Thor? Why PlayStation? Well, PlayStation first introduced the Lara Croft games back in the day. It had a lot of Star Wars games back in the day. Then Xbox kind of got the Star Wars contracts for like Knights of the Old Republic. And they also had Morrowind, which preceded Skyrim and Oblivion. It was the first, and all of that was only available on Xbox. So in the early 2000s, I got an Xbox. But then PlayStation had DC Universe Online exclusive. And so I went and got a PlayStation. Because I wanted to be able to play a superhero game online.
This must
Yeah, this is a clean channel, and dog, so it won't allow me to show that.
I'm not in great shape here.
Salvation has arrived.
Thank you.
We have to hit all the vents.
There we go.
In some trouble here.
Aid has arrived.
Appreciate the assist.
Keep fighting, everyone. We can still win. Everything's getting kind of gray.
Back in action.
It's rearing up. Evacuate the area immediately.
Don't have to tell me twice.
All right, Endor, thanks for stopping through. I appreciate it. Glitches, you crack me up. Your back hurting with all that carrying you're doing with Thor? Yeah, you got that right. Alright. Let me take care of,
You're the best.
I told you, if I was Iron Man right now, this mission would be over. That's why I had to switch to Thor. I knew this would happen, so I'm not upset about it.
Okay, down. Project Omega must be causing these tachyon storms. AIM has been using time travel to speed the process up. It's a weapon strong enough to stop the apocalypse. Or at least, that's what it's supposed to do.
It's tearing the universe apart.
I wish they would get the time, though. They're not getting any time bubbles. I mean, I keep saving them, and they don't want to get no time bubbles. It's like, I can't fight, save, do time bubbles, and all that. Like... So now watch what I'm gonna do.
I've updated your HUD with the location of a large AIM mech nearby. Head there immediately.
Hey, I like these odds.
Large aim mech ahead. I shall give what instruction I can.
I don't even know why I'm still picking up time. I shouldn't be. Yeah, that Spider-Man skin is very weird. And then people want to wear it. That's what cracks me up. Like, I don't understand when somebody sees an outfit like that and they're like, yo, that's dope. And I'm like, what?
Storms. AIM has been using time travel to speed the process up. It's a weapon strong enough to stop the apocalypse. At least, that's what it's supposed to do.
But instead, it's tearing the universe apart. Thanks.
Salvation has arrived.
This is friend, right?
I don't even know why they're over there. They didn't get her up? Like, what is going on here?
The God's protection now.
Miss Marvel needs a hand. Don't blink. Give me.
You guys should hear these guys on the mic. It's hilarious. They're cursing up a storm because they keep going down.
So what's the Omega weapon?
No idea. Lots of words I did not understand, but if you're right,
Why not?
we have to destroy the bridge.
I'm glad you're finally on board.
Even if I don't make it back.
Wait, what?
Monica Gaunt's protection now.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks much.
This marble needs a hand.
These guys are very, very amateur. Very amateur.
All I miss Wally.
Help. Help, please.
Prayers are answered.
Gracias. Hey guys, not doing so good.
Marble needs a hand.
Open the way!
Here's an energy boost. You're the best.
We got it down. So you're still going through with this?
Alright, we have to destroy Monica's bridge for both sides, okay? Trap her weapon in one timeline before it causes any more damage.
No. You'd be trapped with it.
Not if I'm lucky.
I knew you were gonna say that.
The machine is down. Excellently done.
Another wave's coming. Let's find cover.
Right away.
Get inside! Oh man, this hurts.
Yeah, I'm carrying a lot of weight right now.
Incoming!
Time to show them what we've got.
This is why I titled a lot of my videos Heroes Helping Heroes. If you go back and look last year, that was a common theme
This does not feel good.
on a lot of my videos, Heroes Helping Heroes.
The movies have lied to me about
No.
time travel, and I am
Heroes
not happy about it.
helping heroes be heroes. That's what I was doing. Or helping heroes be heroes. I think that's what it was. Hi, Tripod. Helping heroes be heroes right now.
The tachyon storms have only gotten worse. The last one jumped us ahead somehow.
Well, look, timelines are in flux. Destroying the bridge should stabilize it.
Kinda sounds like you're guessing, dude.
Well, I haven't exactly done this before.
Watch. I bet you everybody dies before I get back. I hope not, but... Oh, it's 12 minutes before your bedtime. Thank you for coming through and saying what's up. You know I appreciate it.
In some trouble here.
On my way, Marvel girl. Kamala, Ms. Marvel, Captain Marvel, whatever you want me to call you.
Might as well fight you all at once. No, Widow.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if I can get to Widow in time. I had 22 seconds. I think I'll be there in time. 15 seconds. Barely make it. If I make it, it's gonna be right on time, and I can't have any obstructions along the way. Oh my God.
Just gonna lie down over here.
Your prayers are answered.
I totally had it covered. Totally. My turn.
What did I tell you? I called it at the very beginning. I said, That Black Widow seems like they're gonna be a problem. And I was surprised when I got a thumbs up. Look who was the first one to leave. I called it from the very beginning. With as many times as I pick that person up, now you're just gonna leave the group? That's whack. That's what I call so whack. Like, you have other people carrying you, and then you're gonna abandon the people that are carrying you. Like, that's so disrespectful, bro. For real. That actually aggravates me, yo. Not like you were carrying anybody. You weren't even close to the group when you died. Not even remotely. And I still came and tried to get you, and then you're gonna bounce. That's whack. I'm sorry your Roblox game crashed. The heck is... Thank you for the likes, folks. I really appreciate it. One, 3, 5, 4.
Unauthorized personnel detected. Terminated with extreme prejudice. Get the Avengers out of that chamber. Jarvis?
You've triggered the alarm system. You'll need to disarm the security terminals.
Right. Match the sequences, shut down the alarm. Will that buy you enough time to get control of the bridge?
I'll work with whatever you can get us.
Not exactly a yes, but I'll take it.
Now let's see how much these guys want to get through the mission.
Recommencing code verification. Awaiting second code verification entry. Authorized personnel detected. Recommencing code verification.
Taking a break. they want to get through this, they can do the numbers and everything.
Code verification required from designated security station. Code verification sequence time reset. Awaiting fourth code verification entry.
Yeah, I'm convinced. I think I'm playing with a bunch of idiots. And I don't say that often.
Unauthorized connection being attempted at the bridge. Non-essential personnel withdraw to the minimum safe distance.
Why do I feel like we're in the unsafe distance?
You've delayed the security protocols, but the system is adapting. Stay near the...
Code verification sequence time reset.
You've delayed the security protocols, but the system is adapting. Stay near the bridge while I attempt an override.
Dr. Pym, status?
Code verification sequence time reset.
Dr. Pym, status?
Working on it.
Code verification sequence time reset. Code verification sequence time reset. Code verification sequence time reset.
Enemy sighted.
Warning, critical energy levels detected. Tachyon surge inbound. Initiating next tier of the Vault unlock protocol.
Like I said, I think I'm playing with some idiots.
Awaiting second code verification entry. Awaiting third code verification entry. Awaiting fourth code verification entry. Cross control coordinates unlocked. Engaging chronostatic stabilization.
Damn it, AIM's still in control of the...
Code verification sequence. Code verification sequence time reset.
Damn it, AIM's still in control of the bridge. We need to hurry.
I'm trying. Defend the bridge.
On it. This is beyond your understanding. I won't let you get in my way. Yeah, I wasn't asking permission. Your experiments are destroying reality. Those tachyon storms are your fault. All worth it. You've seen what I have.
Another foe vanquished.
Finding position.
AIM's here!
Warning. Code verification sequence time. Code verification sequence time reset. Warning. Critical energy levels detected. Tachyon insert invalid. Code verification reset. Authorization required at the vault. Authorized personnel detected. Recommencing code verification.
Enemy sighted.
Authorized personnel detected. Recommencing code verification.
You know, we're not gonna finish this mission, right? It'd be a miracle if that happens. I'm watching these two and it's just really disappointing.
Awaiting second code verification entry. Awaiting third code verification entry. Awaiting fourth code verification entry.
There's two of them, and all they gotta do is step on 4 number pads. I blew up all the turrets. They've got no enemies. They're just running around a circular room doing jack.
Code verification sequence time reset. Code verification sequence time reset. Code verification sequence time reset.
Your defeat is inevitable.
Finally got to the super adaptor. And now I'm gonna try a 3-minute with 2 people who don't know what they're doing. This is gonna be ridiculous.
Okay, yikes. Looks like this new killbot is a big Avengers fan. The shield, the hammer. Guess you've got some rockets hiding back there.
Kate, AIM has control of the bridge. We can't open it again unless we get it back.
Please, just hang on.
Tampering with Project Omega is forbidden. You will be terminated. It is not raiding. Prepare to all weapons to lethal force. Initiate immediate attack. Activating missiles.
What's up, Max? Thanks for stopping through, bro. Appreciate it. Welcome. Trying to carry a group of 3 against the super adaptoid.
Your defeat is inevitable.
It's opening.
What the hell is that? Super adaptoid. Defend Project Omega.
As you wish, Dr. Ravicini.
Okay, yikes. Looks like this new killbot is
I
a
didn't
big
pop
Avengers
my
fan.
heroics in the proper
Shield,
order
hammer.
last time.
Gonna guess you've got
That's
some
my
rockets
fault.
hiding back there.
Kate, AIM has control of the bridge. We can't open it again unless we get it back.
Please just hang on.
Tampering with Project Omega is be terminated.
How about a rain check?
It is not rating. Prepare to die. All weapons to lethal force. Floor algorithms accessed. Damage registered.
Prayers are answered.
Go save Spider-Man! Don't start fighting! Jesus Christ! What is up with these people? Oh my God, yo! I pick up Miss Marvel, she starts swinging on the enemy like she's gonna do something. Go pick up Spider-Man! I just picked you up! Wow!
Your defeat is inevitable.
It's opening.
What the hell is that? Super adaptoid. Defend Project Omega.
As you wish, Dr. Ravicini.
Okay, yikes.
I don't blame
Looks like
Spider-Man
this
if he
killbot is
left.
a big Avengers fan. The shield, the hammer. Gonna guess you've got some
Told you,
rockets hiding
we're not
back there.
finishing this mission.
Kate,
I knew it.
AIM has control of the bridge. We can't open it again unless we
Oh,
get it
he's
back.
still here.
Please just hang on.
Oh, see? Miss Marvel left.
You will be terminated.
How about a rain check?
It is not rating. All weapons to lethal force. Mjolnir attack. Initiate immediate attack. Systems. Defensive algorithm. Initiate missile attack.
Am I in here alone? Yo, Spider-Man up and left me in the middle of the battle, bro. You see that, right? Whack.
Your defeat is inevitable.
Whack, whack, whack.
What the hell is that? Super adaptoid. Defend Project Omega.
As you wish, Dr. Ravicini.
Okay,
I'm in here
yikes.
alone.
Looks like this new killbot is a big Avengers fan. The shield, the hammer. Gonna guess you've got some rockets hiding back there.
Kate, AIM has control of the bridge. We can't open it again unless we get it back.
Please just hang on.
Is forbidden. You will be terminated.
How about a rain check?
It is not raining. Prepare to die. All weapons to lethal force.
Yeah. Hey, I tried. You see how long I lasted? Pretty long against the Super Adaptoid alone. This is a 4-man mission. I gotta try it again though, because something's wrong with my my artifact. I don't feel like it's working the way it should.
Super Adaptoid. Defend Project Omega.
As you wish, Dr. Rappaccini.
Okay, yikes. Looks like this new killbot is a big Avengers fan. The shield, the hammer. Gonna guess you've got some rockets hiding back there.
Kate, AIM has control of the bridge. We can't open it again unless we get it back.
Let me see. I'm gonna keep this one on.
Just hang on.
Tampering with Project Omega. You will be terminated.
How about a rain check?
It is not raining. Prepare to die. All weapons to lethal force.
Yeah, it's nearly impossible because when you have just yourself in there, every single enemy is focused on you. So, like, I can take a lot of damage with Thor, but then after a while, like, I'm just dodging and I'm not really getting to throw attacks to wear down the enemy. And then when he splits up, it's a wrap. I could probably handle him one-on-one. But when it's like 4 of them versus 1 of me, and I got 4 chest beams, 4 hammers, 4 shields to dodge, it's really difficult.
The shield, the hammer. Gonna guess you've got some rockets hiding back there.
Kate, AIM has control of the bridge. We can't open it again unless we get it back.
Oh wow. Well, you can't win everything all the time. I'm a firm believer in that. I had fun, and I really appreciate you guys joining me for the stream. I'm going to take us back to Wakanda for the completion. There we go. And that'll end Avengers for today. You guys rock. Thanks for making every stream so wonderful. I appreciate the visits, the hellos, the goodbyes, all that. And I will see you guys in the next stream, okay? It should be tomorrow morning with Spider-Man, Insomniac Spider-Man. Alright, guys. Peace! Alright, guys. I'll see you in the next stream. Peace.